Today we have the latest with construction on the Sherman-Minton Bridge, and we have a look at the need for more affordable housing in southern Indiana. Those details right now.
In the market for new appliances, but can't find what you need? Charlie Wilson's Appliances, TVs, and Mattresses has over $2 million of inventory in stock and ready to go. Your dollar goes farther at Charlie Wilson's in Clarksville.
Thank you for joining us right now. I'm Corey McCauley. In your top headline, sponsored by Clark Memorial Health. Students and staff returning to Indiana University will have to get the COVID-19 vaccination before school returns back. Last Thursday, a Supreme Court decision ruled to not block the Indiana University COVID-19 vaccination mandate. Indiana University told students and employees they are required to be vaccinated by the start of the fall term on August 23rd. Students who do not comply will have their registration canceled, and employees who do not comply will lose their jobs. The mandate was challenged by 8 students who argued they have a constitutional right to bodily integrity, autonomy, and of medical treatment choice in the context of a vaccination mandate. A heads up for southern Indiana drivers, we are less than 1 month away from construction on Phase 1 of the Sherman-Minton Bridge Renewal Project. Phase 1 will last until early to mid-2022 and involve painting, deck replacement on the lower deck, and steel repairs as needed while a deck is removed. 1 lane will be closed in each direction to create a work zone for construction. 1 eastbound lane will be moved to the upper deck, and 1 eastbound lane will remain on the lower deck. The construction zone speed limit of 45 miles per hour will be strictly enforced. Congestion is likely in the morning and afternoon hours. Officials encourage alternate routes such as I-65 and I-265. In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Huber's Orchard and Winery, we continue our Focus on Community series, courtesy of Community Foundation of Southern Indiana, where we look at the community needs of those here in Southern Indiana and those working to tackle the issues. Today, we analyze affordable housing. Soon the sounds of construction will turn into sounds of laughter and footsteps running through the house as Donna Gray and her family begins life in their permanent home.
I cannot wait for my little girl to be able to paint her room whatever color she wants, have her own space back, be able to put her toys out of my way. Being permanent and just staying in one school district and not having to move around. And
it's possible through Habitat for Humanity. Jerry Leonard, Executive Director for the Clark and Floyd branch, says the need in southern Indiana is undeniable.
A lot of our families, when they've been applying, we've been noticing that they're paying rent that is anywhere from $850 to over $1,000 for a 2-bedroom apartment, which is very unaffordable for them.
50% or more of a family's gross monthly income going towards rent is considered unaffordable. Leonard says for many, that's a reality they face every month.
And so what we're seeing is families saying, okay, well, I have to make a choice now. I'm going to pay my rent, but what am I not going to be able to afford? And sometimes you'll see them cut back on the basic necessities.
Officials believe in 5, 8, 10 years down the road, the issue will continue to exist if more affordable housing isn't built and proper education isn't taught.
What we find is a lot of these folks don't have the support system, never have had the support system. And unfortunately, whatever support they did get was more showing them how to work the system versus working with the system.
As the region continues to grow, officials say there's room to strengthen existing opportunities to get people out of temporary housing and get them into affordable permanent housing. In your sports news, brought to you by Call's Body Shop, reporter Josh Cook has a look at high school sports.
Fall sports get rolling this week. They began earlier this month with girls golf, Floyd Central and New Albany, both off to really good starts. The rest of the sports really kick into high gear this week. We've got boys tennis, boys and girls soccer, boys and girls cross country, volleyball, And on Friday night, we've got our first football games of the season. 6 of our 8 high school football teams will be in action next Friday night. The big game, Charlestown at Silver Creek, the Battle of 403. Tune in to newsandtribune.com/sports or News Scores for all your updates.
In your business news, sponsored by First Harrison Bank, Northwest Ordnance Distilling once again announced their intentions to expand their production facility in New Albany. The nearly $50 million expansion will include building improvements and 4 new processing and bottling lines. The expansion will better allow the company to meet market demand and will result in the addition of 50 full-time employees over 3 years. The latest expansion follows a nearly $40 million expansion back in 2020. The New Albany City Council is scheduled to vote on the final approval this week, with the project contingent upon the council's approval. In your weather forecast, sponsored by Langford Funeral Home. Today we'll see scattered thunderstorms out there, not as high, with a high of 79. Tuesday, those chances for scattered storms continue. We see the temperature go up some with a high of 84. On Wednesday, the storms are gone. Expect partly sunny skies with a high of 87. And on Thursday, it'll be partly cloudy with some isolated thunderstorms possible and a high of 89. And that's what's happening right now for Monday, August 16th. If you like our show, give us some love and hit like and share. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.